All right, so I want to head to a little bit darker of a side of the industry here.
Yeah.
I want to unpack sort of like the history of what you went through with account bannings in general. I think that's probably an area that most people are interested. If you've traded, you got to a point where you got to a funded account, you find yourself right next to that payout, and then all of a sudden you're getting banned before that payout comes out. How many
Listen,
times have you been through that, and what do you think?
if you won't bleep the names out, I'll say any firm that that has done me wrong. So there's a firm right now.
Okay.
They just got into the future space. They've been in the CFD space, and everyone's talking about them. And I'm trying to warn them about them. It's top one futures, and top one, top one trader. Okay. So what happened is that I was trading with them on the forex side, and I was hearing good things. The first thing that I look for in a firm is I go into their Discord, and they have to be paying out five figures. Like I have to see five-figure payouts. If
Sure.
you don't have five-figure payouts, and you don't have the trust pilot reviews have to be there, and the firm has to be around for at least a year to maintain any sort of credibility for me. You have to be around for at least 1 year to get through everything's all good for like the first month or 3 months. And then listen, you're going to make money in the beginning, but how do you have what it takes to maintain that throughout the year?
Right.
That's the first thing I look for.
Yeah.
So I saw that and I was like, all right, let me give them a shot. I got funded. I think it was like a one-step account. It was like 125K. And I was doing that, and I also had like back at the when they had these accounts, they had a larger account, like a 250K account. Now, if you go on their website, they don't have these anymore, which is the first red flag. I'm gonna tell you right now. If they're diminishing the account sizes, it's because the liquidity's drying up. Okay, so what happened is that I passed the account. I generated a $17,000 payout with them. I was like, all right, this is great. So they then asked me, okay, can you send in a video recording of how you trade? I was like, all right, this is a little much, but no problem. That's why when we were talking before, that's why I bought the ring light, because I had to make a full video for them. I made a full
screen
video.
Recording and all. They wanted to see everything.
Oh, no, not screen recording. I had to show them my exact strategy, my entry and exits, and give them my risk to reward. So I sent them this full detailed video. They get back to me and they go, listen, you show sound risk management and you have a great understanding of the markets. I go, okay, great. They send me my payout. I go, okay, this is good. Everything's very smooth so far. I figure I won't have to do another video. And they send the payout, comes to my Rise account very, very fast. Everything was good, right? So then the following, I think it had to be like the following week. I told you I was working on the 250K account.
Yeah.
I pass it. Okay.
Okay.
After I pass the account, I get an email. What's the email state? Dear Tyler, we noticed that you have severe gambling and over-risking quality. I go, didn't we just have a video call? Didn't we just have a chat literally stating that I showed sound risk management and I have a great I show extremely strong technical analysis in the markets. And then so after that, they immediately refunded me. It's like, if I did something wrong, why are you sending me a refund? First of all. And then second of all, they breached all my accounts and they banned me from the firm. Like I can't buy accounts anymore. And I was like, come on, man. Like, that the reason why you got rid of me is because I told you that I had extremely high win rate and a high RR, which is a recipe for disaster for firms. If you have a high win rate and high RR, what are they going to want to do? They're going to want to trim the fat. They're going to want to get rid of you. It's their risk management.
Right.
They'd rather not have you around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they need the 95% of people who are losing.
Right.
So
right.
They then, and if I pull up the emails, it's like I already put it on social media. Is that like what they were stating? Like literally, they said I have extremely strong risk management, and then going from me gambling and then putting this rule that my stop loss had to be 30%. I was like, show me where that rule is, because it's not. You're literally coming up with arbitrary fake rules to breach me. And then when they send the rule of why they didn't fund me, it just says reject on the email. Just literally, reject. It was, and that's just one of the firms. I have a lot more. Like,
are they similar stories with each of these? Each one trying to find some reason to breach?
Once I get a big payout, they ban me, they breach my accounts.
Got it.
And they come up with a reason why I'm not allowed to trade there. And there was a few firms that literally just like this firm Aqua Funded, they literally wouldn't even let me buy accounts. They just said, you're not allowed to buy any accounts. So what the thing is that a lot of these prop firms is that if they don't have their own proprietary technology, they go through what's called a white label process. Is that they essentially fund. They have like over like 100 prop firms. So like if you get banned by one of them, right, you're then blacklisted from all of
All
them.
of them because they all
All
use
of
the
them.
same
Okay.
tech,
So
right?
like when I got banned from Hydra funding after an 18K payout, I then got banned from Mint funding and all these other white label prop firms. Is that they're either going to deny your funding or prevent you from buying accounts.
Hmm.
You're literally blacklisted from all of them. And the only few firms that I have left are Think Capital and
Okay.
the live account with Alpha Prime
Alpha Prime.
and E8. E8 is I'm literally working on a six-figure payout with them.
So
But other
we've
than that, all the other firms got rid of me. Literally, ever since I did a big payout, or they came up with these 40% consistency rules. Like
mhm,
I did 50K in withdrawals in a month with instant funding. And then like immediately after that, then they came out with a 40% best day rule.
got it. Yeah.
Like
And I'm
that
seeing that rule, the consistency rule seems to be cropping up with almost everyone
Oh, but
now.
think about it like this. If I do a $20,000 trade, right?
Hmm.
Then I have to replicate that 3 more times for a payout, right?
Hmm.
And then they're not paying me $60,000. I promise you right now. There's no
Hmm.
way.
Hmm.
There's no way. So it's like, why am I even going to waste my time? I stopped trading with them,
Got it.
you know?
We've noticed here at TradersPost that the top 3 firms are Top Step, Apex, and My Funded Futures. Have you tried those guys as well?
Okay, I will say
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you right now. For me personally, and I was just on their live stream literally this week. Is My Funded Futures. My Funded Futures expert plans are the best plans in the entire business.
Got it.
There's no consistency rule. Pass in one day. Um, what else? No consistency rule. Pass in one day. End of day drawdown. And the 50K accounts are the absolute best. Like
Yeah.
you could let your winners run on those accounts.
Okay.
Like I could have big trades on them and they'll pay you out. The payout's like every 14 days, but you don't have to worry about anything with them. They have the best rules in the game. And
Okay.
I think that I wish you can get more accounts, but they only let you get 3. Obviously, Apex for me is number 1 in the space as far as ROI and
Right.
scalability.
Hmm.
Like what other firm is giving you 20 accounts? Like no other firm in the industry, I don't care what negative things you have to say about Apex, is paying traders $1 million in payouts.
Yeah. Right.
JCap getting a 2.5, getting the highest payout. What other firms paying somebody $2.5 million?
I saw that on
No,
Twitter. Yeah.
nobody.
That payout was crazy. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
he's
Yeah.
nuts. That was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like my goal is I want to do $1 million with them. And Top Step, as far as I wish Top Step didn't have the payout caps, and I know that they're getting rid of
Mm.
that, and they're
Hmm.
doing, they're going to do a consistency rule in the XFA as opposed to in the eval. So
Right.
they're going to have 1 day pass, and hopefully they bring the payout caps to like 25K. That would be sweet. And I would love. I have 550Ks with Top Step,
Hmm.
but I don't really like the 5K payout cap. That's pretty low,
Mm.
and especially that it's the same on all the accounts. You know what I mean? So the
Hmm.
5K, the 50K account is still the same as the 150K. I don't
Hmm.
agree with that.
Yeah. That seems off.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what were your thoughts on Project X, this new platform that Top Step is releasing? Have you played with
I
that?
love Project X, but I
Yeah.
did hear that now that they're going to be sharing the data between all the Project X firms. So it's like,
It's that same situation
if
you
you
ran into
trade
before.
Project X on Top Step and you go to another firm, they have all of your data.
Yeah.
So now but it's good for them in the sense is that like if you're hedging between 2 different firms, you're gonna
They're
get
going to see it. That's
yeah,
right.
of course. Which is I don't agree with that. I've never hedged a day in my
You
life.
never had to do it. Yeah.
People on Twitter could say that I do. I've never done it in my life. I don't
Mm.
even know how to successfully do it.
Hmm.
Even hedging like that, it's still not even easy. Like people
Yeah.
say like all the time, it's like, oh, you could hedge. It's like, okay, if it's so easy, then go ahead and do it.
All you've done is make your trade neutral. It's the
Really
same thing
not.
as being out of the
I
position.
don't even
Yeah.
know how to properly do it. Like I would never do it.
Right. It's tough. It's tough to hedge properly for sure.
I just want to make that very clear. Like whoever thinks that about me, I've never hedged a day in my life. Don't even know how to do it.
Got
Not
it.
a clue. I
Fair
just
enough.
trade my system. That's it.
Yeah. And that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So, as far as the future goes, now that you got the live account, you said that's where a lot of your focus is going to go. Are you going to still trade some of the funded accounts, or where are you going from here?
Oh, of course. I still
Yeah.
if right now I'm really looking forward to I have 11,000 I just got $11,000 in payouts with My Funded Futures.
Hmm.
I'm really focused on them because they're like one of my favorite accounts.
Okay.
So My Funded Futures, Top Step, Apex is my number one as far as like sim capital goes. Like that's my baby. Like
Yeah.
I treat that thing like it's my pride and joy because I really want to take that to 1 million. Like
Sure.
that's my number one focus and my live account. Who else am I trading with? I'm trading with Funded Next. They're
Yeah.
a forex firm who also just got into the future space, but they've been around in the forex space for a while.
Hmm.
I'm also trading with. Let me see here. I think daytraders.com, which was the owners of Apex. They went and they made that
They made
platform.
another one. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't think I've
So
heard of that one.
yeah, yeah. Just I listen. Why would I marginalize myself when I could just take advantage of all of them? You
Sure.
know, like
Yeah.
I want to have as much funding as possible, as long as the rules are there. Like I don't. I'm not a big fan of payout caps. So if the firm has a payout cap, I'll probably stay away because as a swing trader, I like to take advantage of like larger swings and like volatility in the market. I don't want to have a 30% like, you know, 30% best day rule. But the only time I would do that is with Apex because you're leveraging 30 accounts. So it's like I'm okay. You're leveraging 20 accounts. So I'm cool with that. You know?
So when you trade the Apex accounts, are you trading them all the same way, same take profits, same stop losses, or do you try to divvy up the trade a little bit, or what does that look
So
like?
basically on my 50K accounts,
Hmm.
I will try to keep my best day between $3,000 and $4,000,
Hmm.
and I'll only risk like for NQ, I'll risk 3 to 5 micros, and then for gold, which is also like I trade gold
Hmm.
heavily,
Yeah.
I'll risk 1 mini.
Got it.
So I keep everything very like the same, and then sometimes I'll let like a winner run. Like I don't really want to go over $4,000. That's like especially on my 50Ks. That's really where I draw the line.
Yeah.
Like 3K for me, if I could do that on a trade, I'm more than happy with that. Like that's good. You know
It's a
that
great trade. Yeah.
that's $60,000. Like
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Got it.
So yeah, I just don't want to oversize, and then it ends up hurting me with my consistency rule.
For sure. Yeah.
So I just try to keep it the same.
And for most of those, or what would you say the risk reward is typically on those trades?
It depends because it'll just depend on the market conditions and how the trade wants to move that day. You know
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
mean? I
Do you size around volatility if things are particularly
like
all over the place?
if I'm having an A plus setup and I
Yeah.
know and I also know that I'm gonna have 8:30 news,
Hmm.
I'll size a little more because I'm like this is I've come to the point where like not only is my technical analysis really good, but my what's the word I'm looking for here? Like just know like my gut instinct.
Mm.
Like you do have to have that a little bit when you
A little bit
become.
of a feel for the market. Sure.
Yeah, when you have that for like when I've been in the markets, is that I know that I'm seeing an A plus market conditions. The 4 hour and the daily is also bullish. I'm taking a long position, especially on NQ and gold. I'm getting the trade set up at around, a kill zone, like maybe London or New York Open right before the 8:30 news or like
Hmm.
9:30 is coming around, and I'm seeing an A plus setup. Like I'll size up a little, like,
Hmm.
but I won't do a mini. I will not do a mini. The most size I'll ever do is like 8 micros. That's
Got it.
it. I won't do a full mini on NQ. It
So
literally gives me
eight
anxiety.
eight tenths of a mini. I mean, you're pretty close to a single mini there.
Yeah, I know, but like it's something about clicking a full mini gives me like severe anxiety on NQ. Like I can't do it.
You did that enough times in the past.
Yeah, it's like I can't. It's like it's too much.
Sure.